I learned pretty quick when I got to prison, stay in your lane. Everybody would say it. Don't be nosy, stay in your lane. Don't pay attention to what everyone else is doing. Focus on yourself, right? Which totally makes sense. Early on, I told a counselor about something that was going on in my neighbor's room that was kind of scary for me. In my mind, I'm thinking, oh, well, the counselor will help. He didn't. He told other people, and word got out that I was a snitch, and it caused me nothing but trouble. So I learned after that, I am not focusing on what anyone else is doing. And then 2.5 years into my prison sentence, they moved me into a program. I was lucky. I got a year off my prison sentence to do this program, but it's a high accountability program. We have to challenge the criminal code, and it's all about not staying in your lane, which is terrifying when you're in prison. So we're all in this unit. They make me a leader, and they basically tell me, we're going to give you a year off your prison sentence, but you need to hold people accountable. You need to tell people when they're not treating you right, or when you see them breaking a rule, which is so scary. But one thing I noticed pretty quick is that if you can't challenge that criminal code, if you can't stop seeing it as us versus them, I mean, we'd all been traumatized by the system. Some much more than me because they'd grown up in foster care. Their parents were justice involved, and they had learned never tell, right? But for me, I had just been dealing with the FBI and the government, and I knew never tell. Like, I don't trust these guys. And then I'm in this program, and I'm going to get a year off my prison sentence. But even more important than that was I didn't want to stay justice involved. I wanted to challenge that because I wanted to come home and I wanted to live a good life. And so I towed the line, man. I was a leader and I held people accountable, and it was super scary. And sometimes I went to bed with one eye open because those counselors, they go home at night and they don't have to deal with the aftermath of holding people accountable when there's a whole bunch of people that are mad at you and they gang up. But I did that and it changed my life. I started setting healthy boundaries, and I believe that it has been a big contributor to my success. I tell people how to treat me, and I learned that in prison.